Sports pregame show.
Hello out there and welcome everybody to 2K Sports. The location has changed for Game 3 of these conference finals, but the teams are the same, which would make sense in the series, including our team, Witherson, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Brooklyn Nets in their house, Barclays Center. Looking at the Nets, tonight a chance to press their advantage after an impressive road win in Game 2. They're approaching this one with a lot of confidence. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal.
I agree with you.
P-I-V-V-O-B-O-L.
I could not have said that better myself. How about you, Jet?
Man, I love pivotal games. It's just the series is tied up. Both teams want this game badly. And, I think with the home team being here and their fans behind them, the pivotal will move in their pendulum in their favor.
Nice. Wow. There were a lot of P words right there. And now with the play-by-play, here's Kevin Harlan.
And it's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's a tie series right now. This game very important indeed. 2K Sports brings you the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Miami Heat taking on the Brooklyn Nets. We look at the Nets. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
Anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. T-Wade out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Winslow, and it's Whiteside in at the 5. Now here is Augustine. Following the miss by Freak, Lopez, a screen on Wade. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Now here's Winslow. He's tightly guarded. Foul call that time in the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the ring.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one each at the line.
Yeah, Look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
There's the pick. Lopez a screen. Stolen by Winslow. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Ejected by Young. And they're able to recover. And a wide open look for Freak. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a three-point game. Coming to this one after winning on Tuesday.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Augustine with it. Lopez a screen. Augustine passes to Lopez. Miami grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Bledsoe, here we go. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Wayne Wade on top, 4th, Brook Lopez.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
The Heat with the lead. Wade outside. He feeds it to Freak. In the corner, Winslow with it. Wade outside. Pass to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. Lopez with the block. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So it's Brooklyn now. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it to O'Quinn. And it's blocked. Brown. 4-on-1 and they're running. Foul. Running by Stoudemire. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Miami's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
White dishes to O'Quinn. Drops in the layup for 2. O'Quinn's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Dragic. 1:49 left in the first. The feed now to Freak. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. He dishes it to Freak. It drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Freak's got 5.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and Coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Caldwell Pope. He has 5. Passes it to Azili. Nets passing it around, and O'Quinn kicks to White. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dives for it. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Well, he leading by 3. Rockets the pass to Turner. To the wing right side. Freak dishes to Stoudemire. Outside Turner. Back to Stoudemire. And here's White. And there's the pass to O'Quinn with the fadeaway. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside Dragic. To the middle. And stolen by White. Hardaway with the steal. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. Finish off the break.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
Huge move in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open court.
Yeah, and it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Here's Augustine looking for his first basket still in this one. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's White, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Miami leading by 3. And it's Wade penetrating. There's Winslow, and he makes good on the way. Winslow's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Miami. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. On the outside. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Bledsoe. Dishes it to McRoberts. Whiteside against Lopez. Whiteside kicks to Bledsoe. 4 on the shot clock. Winslow's shot is off. Nets trail by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Augustine, that's good. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wade kicks to Winslow. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The first free throw is good. McCullough's checked in for White. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He finished with 19 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. This was the latest chapter in what has been a stretch of very good outings for him. Will we see another one tonight, Kevin?
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. He was definitely on in that game.
Next trail by 3. Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Winslow.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
The Heat leading by 3. Wade kicks to Winslow. There's a good screen. Bledsoe outside. Bledsoe can't get that one to drop.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going is probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Wade passes to Bledsoe. Here's McRoberts. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And the Heat lead by 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Augustine, no luck. Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Now here's Winslow, hit by Augustine. Now here's Winslow. He has shot. Lopez with the block, and they'll keep possession. Right side, good. Nets trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Lopez, and lots of contact here. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Well, that's shooting their first free throws of this.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. That one is no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 5 points in the game. Pass to Fowler. Shot from the top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. The Heat leading by 5. Rogic dishes to Freak. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Gwinnett shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Taking 2 shots.
A free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Some changes for Brooklyn. Bazili comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's White in for Augustine. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
We've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Now here's Freak. He's got 5. Stoudemire kicks to Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Heat shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good. Freak.
It's been a good night for Freak. He has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. Here's O'Quinn. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. O'Quinn's got his 2nd bucket tonight. They play the clock right. They go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Out to Turner. Feeds it to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Rockets the pass to Freak. Miami needs to get a shot on. Good. Dragic has got his 2nd bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. White the pass with Fowler. The dish to O'Quinn. Here's Azili. And so we wrap up the first half. Miami ahead, leading by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight on the defensive side of the ball. How does the team's defense play into your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep up to the line as best as we can.
Eric, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. Freak really making a difference here.
And you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
It's trail by 6. Here's Eric Spoelstra to start the second half. Freak, he's in a power forward. Bledsoe is out there with Dwayne Wade. And there's Whiteside, and it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Baseline jumper, and another basket for Miami. Now Augustine. Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. Augustine dishes to Lopez. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Wade kicks for Freak. 4 on the clock. Winslow, the pass to Freak. And so he ends up tripped to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Heat have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lopez, a screen on Bledsoe. And Augustine kicks to Lopez. And that one's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyns.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. And you look at Augustine, currently fifth in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Pass to Winslow. To the left side wing. Freak kicks to Winslow. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
All right now.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Augustine dishes to Caldwell Pope. Inside. Here's Lopez. Can't get it to go. And Miami the other way now. Winslow the pass to win. Freak kicks to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Right side, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
It's deflected, and it's time for an injury report. Now let's send it over to Doris Berg for an update on Hassan Whiteside. Doris?
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. For a team that is so close to playing for the NBA Finals, this is a huge concern for their hopes. We'll have to see how it turns out, Kevin.
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
Here's Augustine, following the basket by Freak. And Augustine kicks to Caldwell Pope. Young sets a screen for Augustine. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
DJ Augustine. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. McCullough's checked in. And Miami with a change here, too. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Whiteside. Both free throws, good from Augustine.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Down low, here's Bledsoe, and it's to that. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. On the inbound, no good from Wade. Next trail by 7. Augustine with it. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the third. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Kicks to Freak. The feed to Dragic. He dishes it to Freak. Passes to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. He kicks to McRoberts, and out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turn.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Josh McRoberts. Turner comes in for Winslow. Hardaway is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Caldwell Pope. 7 points in the game. The 9-foot shot and the rejection by Stoudemire. They get it back. Here's Azili. Some solid defense from Freak.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
White dishes to O'Quinn. Nice shot from 10 feet out. O'Quinn's got 6 points. The Heat leading by 5. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Freak gets the drop. The teardrop falls in. Dragic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's White. There's the pass with Fowler. 13 feet away. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Turner. He'd have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Dishes it to Freak. Hardaway passes to Turner. He feeds it to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Turner dishes to Freak. He's looking for Stoudemire, finds him, and that one's good. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dragic gets to Turner. A 3 ball. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 9. And we'll have the start of a 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Well, Heat leading by 9. They've got Brook Lopez. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Young. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. Now here is Augustine. Following the miss by Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Wade passes to Winslow. To the inside. Stolen by O'Quinn. And here's Young. To the left side wing. Lopez outside. That's in. The Miami Rays up to just 5 on the basket from Augustine.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the Nets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. There's a good screen. He kicks it to O'Quinn. Lopez right side. 13 feet away. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Caldwell Pope is checked in for the Nets. So it's Miami now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Freak dishes to Wade. Whiteside sets the pick for Wade. Pass to Freak. Young with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Augustine with the ball.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
And we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to culminate. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Miami with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. A 15-footer. The shot no good. Good D by Lopez. Nets trail by 3. Lopez a screen. There's Hollis Jefferson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now here's Freak. Fade away. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Augustine kicks to Lopez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Hassan Whiteside. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
It's been a good night for Brook Lopez. He has 8 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
Now here's Winslow. Freak passes to Bledsoe. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, Wade. Here's Freak. In it goes for the 5th time in 10 tries.
Well, they really had it going on the offensive glass in that first half, but here recently they've gotten away from that. They've got to be aggressive in attacking that offensive glass here in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. That's good. And the Heat leaders cut down to just 1 on the basket from Young.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Now here's Winslow. T right on. And a foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's the screen. Lopez a screen. Augustine dishes to Lopez to take the lead, and Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Lopez a screen. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. The turnaround. The second effort, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
.158 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Wade gets to Dragic. Feeds it to Freak. Back to Dragic. Down low. There's Freak. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez. Brooklyn trailing. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Lopez. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the beat just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Winslow. Now here's Freak. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Roommates.
.112 left in the fourth quarter. Augustine passes to Lopez. Puts it up from 12. That's good. Lopez has got 7 now in this quarter.
They're going to change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. And he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Now the dish to Freak. Back to Wade. To the inside. Freak kicks to Whiteside. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Augustine. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Freak. Back to Dragic. Kicks to Freak. Whiteside dishes to Freak. Just 4 to shoot. Good ball movement here by Miami.
But that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Roommates.
.15 seconds left in the game. Buries it. And a sensational bucket to pull them within 1.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope the alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Roommates.
.11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Augustine to take the lead. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Goran, congratulations on the win tonight. A game where you certainly had some nice bench production. What does it take for this team to play at its best?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, even the guys from the bench. We need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody has to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
Playing hard is always a great starting point. Goran, congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combining smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat. Looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
And that's a wrap. For Shaq, Kenny the Jet, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you for more of the NBA Conference Finals as the series continues. Good night, everybody.